Right, here we go. Waited this morning, no fish showing. I was just waiting to see one or two show, and then I got this take out of the blue. Guess what? The alarm never went off. I don't think I put it in the wheel properly. I just see the rod slam round and the old clicker start going here on Carp TV. Well, here we go. This is another one from the rise. This is 28.5 pound. And when I got this one in the net, the other rod ramped off, and I've got another fish in there, and I'll show you that in a minute. So there you go. Get on the rise. This is where we are. And Essex Carp Syndicate. What a nice fish. What a way to start the morning. It's there about 9:30. It's fantastic. Here we go. We'll put him back now. So, here we go. Ooh, jeez. What a lovely fish. Good fire for that. Pulled quite a lot of line off. So this is what we come here for. Get it on with the dawn. On Biffy Talk. Come on. Usual kiss. And here we go. Go on, fella. There you go. Woohoo! Number one is done. Here we are. This was the second take. Oh, straight after that one. Here we go. 32.8. It'll be your mate. Here he is. Come on, look at that. That'll do for me. A 30 and a 28. Woohoo! Come on, let's have it. You know, we won it. And that was well deserved, I think. What can I say? Nice fish. Let's hope a couple more come along and grace me net before I go on. It's always the same, just as you're packing up, the old rods start going crazy bonkers on you. So all I can say is, Johnny's in the basement, wanger on the banger, the lot, here it is. I'm well pleased with that, and we'll put him back now. Here he goes. Woo! Here we go. Look at that, Joe. It's like a heart mirror. This one, it's got that lovely big heart on the front of it. That scale in the middle. That'll do for me. Put up a fair old row, went this way behind me. The other one I had went that way, over into that corner. To see old Jay who's doing the filming. Hello, Jay.
Well, mate.
Yeah, man, here we go. Should we let this one go? It's another one for the Don. Let's let it go. See you later, great potato. And then it was gone. And then we say, next. Here we are looking out over Monks. There's the swan in front of me. Oh, he's a pain in the head. Pain in the head. Don't leave you alone. Keep crashing through your lines and everything. He is a proper nightmare, that bird. I reckon he ought to be a 5-bird roast. The way he carries on, what a bloody thing that is. As you can see, we're looking out over the lake. Simon over there, he had a 34-pound fully scaled this morning. All juicy fish. Lovely fish. That was just as it got light he caught that. I think he caught that on a zig. Fished off the bottom over there. Been a few coming out on zigs. In this corner it's quite deep. And they don't seem to get in here so much. Over the other side you've got a bit of weed over there. And I'm sure them old fish, here we go. Look, is he going to take the lines out? No, he's turned around. Oh, what a nightmare. And here we are. It's freezing cold. Wind's just turned and it's blowing straight into here. We've seen the fish. Seen the fish. Oh no, the bloody swan's got my line. Oh, hang on, he's come off. And yeah, seen the fish round to my left. Got rod on it. Just about 3/4. I don't know, about probably quarter of quarter of the way across the lake. Put quite a few maggots out over the top of it, fishing maggot wigs on here. Seems to get them going. One of the lads a bit further up the bank, old Dave Smedley, he's had a 41, a brace of 30s, but we can't get near them, they're further up the bank, they're right up in the middle of the lake, and that old boy's dragging a few out. Yeah, he's up here. I'll show you where he is out in the wind, right up, long way up and down that way. Anyway, that's about it for this month. I'll talk to you later. Let's hope we get a wanger on the banger. Here we are, just putting the kettle on. My mate Jay's here. He's come down and he's taking a bit of footage for us. I'm going to teach you how to make a cup of tea. No, I'm not really. Right, what we're going to do is I'll explain to you what's been happening. I haven't been here. Last week I went over to Monk's Pit, so it was a bit of where the monk is. Didn't want to play over there, so got the blankety blank checkbook and pen. So that wasn't very good. Then this week it poured rain yesterday, and I knew the rain was going to start looking at the old weather. I got down here and I'm down on the rise, as it's Carp Syndicate's rise, trying to catch me a fish here back out of here. We've done well so far. I've had quite a few fish out of here. Jay's had quite a few fish out of here. We had one they call ping pong, and that was 41.8. So there's been some good fish coming out. But the only thing is, this morning, which might make it a little bit more difficult, is God, it was so cold. I sat up and I went back down to the car to get something from the car with my barrow, and when I come back, I'd only just put my house up and it was frozen. I just can't believe it, the frost. So whether or not that's going to knock them back a bit, I don't know. Right, sitting here with Jay, I've just seen a fish show over on the bank over there, and I've brought one of my rods in out of the spots where I've been getting my bites out in the middle and moved it over to there. We'll just see what happens. Leave it there for a while. That should be good. Bit nerd about yesterday, or the day before, Saturday. West Ham lost 2-1, and they can't keep doing that. They've got to keep winning, not losing. That was a bit sad, but never mind. Hopefully they'll get on better this week. But yeah, it's a typical November day. Not a lot of, well, you can see there's no wind, no nothing. You know, like it's just a little gentle trickle across the lake. I don't know whether or not this, I keep on about the frost, but I don't know whether the frost is going to knock them back. But they might get their heads down tomorrow, because we've got a nice bit of cloud and a bit of rain coming tomorrow. And the other week when I was sitting here raining, I had quite a few fish out. Just got to hope that air pressure changes a little bit. At the moment it's high pressure. When it's high, it's not particularly productive. But hopefully we've got a front coming through that'll bosh it down, and hopefully the air pressure will change and they'll get on the munch. That's about it. We'll have another talk next time. Hopefully when I've had a wanger on the banger, a hanger on the clanger, and that's it. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Here we go. Just before Christmas next week. Sitting here looking at all these chickens. What a pain in the head. And it looks like we might be having a bit of that old advert. Chicken tonight. Oh dear. You look across, I've got another rod right over towards the far corner. They're out there on the old goat rigs. Hey old Magua, get out there. Let's see what you can do for me. I ain't been a fish out for nearly a month now. So I saw a couple of fish this morning, sort of around the area where the chickens are, in front of me, and hopefully we might get a wanger on a banger. Pretty soon Darren, he's coming down, and Dave, yeah, come on Dave, and we're going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing at the moment, sitting on the lake. Bye bye.
Right, I've just turned up here at the rise. I'm on the hunt for the Don. Derek, where are you? Oh, Derek!
Hey,
There he is.
here we go.
Oh, top man's got me a cup of tea.
And I got my Christmas hat on.
And it's Christmas, so Don's come dressed for the occasion.
Here we go.
Lovely cup of chow.
This is what you call tea for two.
Thank you, mate. How you doing, mate?
Pretty good. Pretty good. If we come and have a little stand up this way a little bit, I pointed some things out to the people of what we've done. I arrived here this morning, and last time I was here, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't get a fish, no fish, and so for about the last 4 weeks there hasn't been a carp out. Last time I was here I never seen no carp, but this time, bingo, I see 5 this morning. What I got is over to the opposite bank over there, right, you can see the house, the little house on the prairie. Come along from the little house on the prairie, and there's like a dip in the trees.
Yeah.
Down there, right, and we got that I suppose about 80-90 yards. I see 2 fish there this morning. I've seen one in line with the telegraph pole over there, but that was one of the smaller fish that live in here, because you've got 2 types of fish in here. You've got some big fat old simmos, and you've got some AJS ones, nice, pretty, awesome, lovely, gorgeous fish.
The scaly ones.
Yeah, but they're not very big, they don't grow very fast. Maybe we should give them some more bait.
That's what I think.
I will have a campaign with some people and try and put some bait in. Not now though, it's too gold. What we're doing, I'm fishing, normally I put chopped boilie, normally use some mainline cell, 16 mils all chopped up. Put that in with a little bit of hemp, a little bit of pellet and maggots. Alright, but what's happening over here, we've got so many of these black and white fellas out here, they don't leave you alone. Alright, so what I've done this time, I've gone all out with maggots, with just a little bit of hemp in there, just to give a little bit of a smell off of it, and hopefully we'll get a wanger on a banger. The one over there, that's probably sitting on, I suppose, about, must be nearly a pint of maggots over there. I've got probably 2 pints sat together on these 2 rods, because I've got 2 rods close together, and it's along from where I was catching them. I was catching them from out in towards that pylon, but on the opposite bank is where I had a lot of my fish out of. And what's happened, gradually they've moved down. When I was catching them on the other side there, I was catching all the fish on my left hand rod, and then what I did was I put the other 2 rods inside them, right, and then I started getting takes on them 2 rods, but not on the one that I'd been getting. I had 7 takes off of that one rod, but the fish have started moving down. So when I last fished on the other side, I'm fishing more down into this bowl area in here. There's weed out there. I brought in some really green weed earlier, and hopefully I got my 2 rods sitting in front of them beds of weed. And I had a little pull around. I had to this morning, but there was fish seen in this bay earlier on over the weekend. One of the guys sat there and had them jumping and leaping about all over the place, all over him. I think there's 5 or 6 fish showed, and he couldn't get a bite. So if we see that happen, we'll get a take. The last 2 weeks I've been up on monks, and we've been doing the similar thing there. But you can put the boilies in there because you don't get, and you know, pellet, nice bit of pellet, and a little bit of hemp. But in there it's very, very swimmy at the moment, and it's one swim. If you can get in that swim, you'll get a bite. All the fish are shouldered up in front of them. There's got to be somewhere in here. You know, there's an awful lot of fish in this lake for the size of the lake. It's just that it's a little bit deeper. We've got the pump going up the end there, and it's pumping water from out of the river around the corner. And so that's pumping. And in the last couple of weeks, that's gone up probably 9 inches, 10 inches. So I don't know whether that's going to put them off, but hopefully there's a few fish tucked up in this end. There's got to be. So we'll let you know later. In a minute, I'll run you through how I'm fishing, so you can see how I've put it together.
Excellent, nice one.